Previously on Dungeon Tales.
Suddenly, she starts transforming into this great big thing, and it's just crushing everything in the room. 8 legs, like her arms and her legs grow into these big, scaly claws, and 2 more legs grow out her side. She grows this tail, and she has this great big red spikes all over her, and her mouth grows out, and she has these horrible teeth and glowing green eyes. And what you can see, it's obviously not a dragon. I can get you anywhere you want to go, as fast as you want to get there, but first things first, it's going to cost you 3 gold coin. Second thing second, it's not my fault how you land. Now, this is a little bit of a personal question, but do you want the basilisk alive at the end or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Me? Of course!
Okay.
She's our friend that drank a potion and accidentally turned into a basilisk.
Oh, you need to see the monster doctor. No problem. And you guys are thrown through the air, and you travel for miles and miles. You travel over another mountain range that you didn't realize was there, and you travel past all this green forest and all this other stuff, and you end up in what looks to be like this sandy region. But you go past that too. You're not exactly sure where you're going. And you go past this whole sandy region, and you're like, this catapult's throwing you pretty far. And you are now, you find yourself in this very rocky terrain, and you find this huge amount of rocks everywhere. Mountains are everywhere, and it seems to be volcanoes nearby. And you all seem to land into what looks like a giant red X that someone had painted there before. And you all land there just fine. But once you guys get there, you notice that Scott's nowhere to be seen. Welcome to Dungeon Tales. My name is Chris. I'm your DM this evening. We're going to do a quick round of character introductions, starting with Tyler.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play Philip Butler Jr.
Hi, I'm Chaz, and I play Steve Erickson.
Hi, I'm Gabie, and I play Decaria.
Excellent. So, what do you guys remember from where we left off? Catapult. That, okay.
Oh, yeah.
We just landed, and Scott was nowhere to be seen.
You guys just landed on the big red X. That was just after you landed in the catapult, and you all seem to have landed fine. Decaria is still in her basilisk form. Philip and Steve were on top, and you guys have these special padded helmets, but you guys can't seem to find Scott whatsoever. And there's no signs of him. You can't tell where he's gone off to. The only thing you can see is that there's a path right away from the X. And as you've noticed before, you seem to have landed in this valley in which there seems to be all these mountains and things. From the looks of it, there's a volcano in the distance. And you're not entirely sure where exactly you are, but you do recall that you crossed over the endless desert to get here. What do you guys do?
Well, first, we're by mountains. Is it like, are we on the coast though?
It's kind of weird because it's not really like the coast, but you can tell the ocean isn't too far. It's a very rocky terrain, but it seems to be that within maybe 2 weeks of travel, you could get to the ocean.
2 weeks of travel?
Yeah.
We can tell that being 2 weeks away.
Well, particularly Philip Butler Jr. can, because he's a ranger.
Hey guys, we're 2 weeks from the ocean. I just
Cool.
standardly tell everyone how far we are from the ocean all the time.
We're about 6 months from the ocean. We're gonna die.
Thanks.
Everywhere we go.
Okay, so that's going to be Tyler's question every place we go to from now on. You realize, how far exactly are we from the ocean?
Far enough.
Well, I was asking because my favored terrain is the coast.
Oh, good point. Good point. I forgot about that. I should probably...
But we're not on the coast, so...
No.
So no favor for you.
That's probably why you can tell how far the ocean is. Alright, so anyways,
I can smell the salt water.
Yes. Anything else you guys want to do?
Well, we don't really see anything, right?
Except the path leading away from the X. And it seems to go up the valley and into the mountain.
I figured let's just follow the path.
Yeah, I think we should take the path.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys remember why you guys took the catapult in the first place?
Yeah, it was to find the monster
guys that took the catapult. We didn't know where else to go, so...
Okay, Medina.
Crazy guy came out of nowhere and told us to take the catapult, and well, what the hell? We don't know what the fuck we're doing anyways.
Yeah, so...
Alright.
Yeah, we didn't really have a mission, so...
Oh, that's true.
Well,
I guess we should figure out how to turn Zacharia back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crazy Clay said something about that, so let's follow the path.
Good. I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Follow the path. Roll a perception check.
I got a 22.
I died of the Black Plague.
The black... I thought you were going to say the black lung. I was like, wow. I didn't know you were smoking.
Yeah, I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Alright, so all of you guys except for Steve notice that there's this giant shadow that starts to appear on the red X. Decaria was smart enough in her basilisk form to move out of the way, and you're now moving up the path, and just behind you, you hear a sudden crash, and you hear a familiar voice go like, "Oh, good to see you guys land here okay. You know, it's just me and my catapult here again. So if you need help with anything, let me know." And
he's following us.
Yeah, creepy. So go ahead and continue up the path. And as you guys keep going, you notice that you seem to be getting higher and higher in altitude, and that it seems...
We're getting higher!
Yes.
Oh man, I think I'm getting higher.
But it seems sort of like supernatural, because as you keep going...
Supernatural high!
Philip apparently is not doing great to altitude sickness. But as you guys keep going further up, it seems like you take a step and you move 10 feet upwards. And at some point, it seems you guys have taken not that far up this path, but you already seem to be above the clouds. And it just seems very weird. Something doesn't seem right. Because you're like, well, it didn't look that tall from the bottom. And as you keep going, you keep getting further and further up to this peak, you find a couple of tents that seem to be laid out in a circle.
Oh, great.
Okay, I look in the tents.
We found hippies.
You look into tents? Okay. Do a perception check.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Is same tent or separate tent?
I'll do a different tent.
13.
Got an 8.
You got an 8? Is that what you said?
That's what I said, yeah.
Okay, and 13 for Philip. Okay, so you look in there and you see there's you see a couple people in your tent, Philip. You see a tiny looking girl with some horns and red skin.
Cool.
And
that's cool.
You also see a fire genocide.
Hey, question.
What?
Boobs?
No.
Ew!
She's like...
There was a little girl.
It's
a little girl.
She's like 7.
Okay, never mind.
Oh my god.
I just said a girl.
Dude, he literally said
I said a little girl.
Okay, well, I didn't hear it like that.
Alright, I'm gonna have to leave all this in so no one thinks you're a
I was
pedophile.
trying to make a reference to How I Met Your Mother because Barney always says boobs when you talk about a new girl.
This is true.
Yeah.
But you
He
also
just chose the wrong moment.
Yeah.
A little girl.
But
Okay, well, I thought, what the hell is going on with Chaz?
Chaz, can you turn your camera off? Because you're spazzing.
Let's have a seizure.
When he said little, I
would be
thought he
like-
meant like small in size.
No, I mean like a 7-year-old.
Okay, well, I didn't know that's what he meant.
Alright, cool. I'll do better in detailed character description so that way you don't accidentally hit on 7-year-olds, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I
Anyways,
don't know, well, also, how do we know if she's really 7? If she's probably like a demon girl. So, I mean, how old is she?
7.
God just said 7.
7 years old.
God doesn't know shit, guys.
She's this many.
Plus, going from race to race, maturity wise, they could be 50 years old but still be like a baby.
Kaz, are you
Baby
saying that you
Yoda.
hit on a baby?
No, I'm not saying he should hit on a baby. I'm making
Chaz,
the point.
don't hit on baby.
Anyways,
I'm making the point.
we're getting
that,
off topic here.
How old is the fire genocide?
So the dude who's now glaring at you as you're looking
I
in
didn't
his
know,
tent.
Dude.
You didn't let me fucking finish.
You
Wait,
said
there's
fire
a-
genocide.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
was
fire
still
genocide?
talking. So as you open the tent, you see this little girl with horns with red skin, and you see this guy who's glaring at you, who looks like a fire genocide. And he says,
My kind.
"What are you doing here?"
He's talking to you, Philip.
I was walking-
I'm in the other tent.
I was
I'm not
walking
even there.
and I saw the tent, so I looked in the tent.
All right, well, leave.
Sorry to invade your privacy. Bye.
And then in Steve's tent, you find that there's nothing there except a table.
That nice table.
Yeah, it looks like a great table. But the tent itself looks empty. When did you
I
guys...
claim it as my property.
Okay. Oh, shit, I forgot to do something before we started. It's fine. I'll do it later.
What?
Not important. Anyway,
Are
so...
you gonna level us up?
No.
He was going to level us down.
Yeah, you're in back to the first level for bad role-playing. Because I'm that type of DM, an asshole. So you guys go back outside the tent, and you notice that it's getting really dark outside now. And that seems to be the sun setting, and it's getting really dark, and there's no real light for you to continue up the path. And there's still a lot more tents, but right now the only one that you know of is the one that Steve found to be empty, and the one with the fire genocide man and the little tiefling girl. What do you guys do?
Go into my tent that I've now claimed. Open up my bedroll right next to that nice table. I'm going to go to sleep.
All right, and then Gabby, you have a question?
I do have a question. Do I even fit in any of the tents?
No, you'd have to sleep outside.
Okay.
Plus,
So,
you
before
could probably be on watch.
Oh, okay. Well, before night, people are sleeping and stuff, I'd like to say a prayer to God to save me, because I don't want to be in this body anymore.
God marks it as red.
What? I don't like you.
And then, Philip, what do you do?
Go ahead, Gabby. You can say it. Say, fuck you, God.
I'll pass this time.
So I'm not just gonna fall asleep, instantly. So I'm gonna, make a fire.
In the tent?
No, outside, like a campfire.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cook dinner for myself. And then I guess for Decaria too. Steve is already asleep, so I'm not gonna give him food. And then I set up my bedroll in the tent. And then I said to Carria, you take first watch, and I'll get up, like, in the middle of the night and take the second watch.
And I
And he
know.
sleeps the whole night.
Alright, so while Philip is sleeping and while Steve is sleeping, Decaria happens to notice that there's this man who seems to be shrouded in shadows leaving the tent that Steve
Wait.
was in.
What is happening?
You see someone who seems to be just like completely dark with shadows. Like he seems to be a piece of shadow himself. And you see he's leaving with Steve's stuff.
Oh, well, I obviously get up and start trailing him.
Okay, you don't wake anyone, you just start following him?
Yeah.
Make sure you look him in the eye.
I feel like I'm big enough to handle stuff.
Okay. Alright, so you follow him, and I want you to do a perception check for me.
20.
Okay, shit. So he notices that you're following him, and he tries to shake off his tail, so to speak. And he goes to hide in the bush, and then he sees that you're just still staring at him, and he's like, ha ha ha, and he gets up and keeps walking a little bit faster.
Now, describe him to me.
Pounce on him.
So
No, I mean, like, is he muscular? Is he, like, someone I need to fear? I mean, I'm huge, so I have no fear. But I need to know.
So he's kind of like, he looks skinny, but he looks like he's not weak. Like, he seems to have this dangerous aura to him,
Ooh.
but he doesn't
Okay.
seem like he's super, like, he's not winning the Mr. Universe prize anytime soon, but he's not the weakest man to ever exist either.
You
Okay,
are
so-
the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Can I tell what race he is?
From your perception, it's hard to even see what's his gender or anything. Like, you
Well,
look at
obviously I
him.
know it's a man. You
What
said it's
his
a man.
gender is?
Yeah, I know, I said his.
Gave him a gender already.
But the thing is, like, when you look at him, like, it seems like your perception is sort of shrouded. Like, you can't see it.
I don't know if that man is a man or a woman.
Yeah, you look at him and sort of, like, suddenly he has, like, shadowy breasts, and you're like, interesting.
So
What the fuck?
he's an androgynous shadow.
Yeah, you can't really tell what his gender is or what race he is. I know I keep saying he because he is a man, but not the point. You can't tell from your perspective.
Okay, so I would like to knock him out.
What about
So maybe I boop him.
With your hand?
a boop?
Yeah.
Alright, roll a d20. Let's see what happens.
Boop. He died.
We'll never know
You
what is there.
squished his head into a million pieces.
Okay, so D20, I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you boop him on the head, and he falls over.
And he gets a concussion and dies.
And in the process of him falling over, he looks you in the eyes, and he turns to stone.
Bitch, no, I didn't say that. I didn't say I looked at him with my eyes. I booped him. My hand was on his eyeballs.
Yeah, once he fell
he
over,
obviously,
he saw
you
your
gotta
eyes.
explain the physics for me here, Chris.
Stop
He's
talking
a
over each other.
Because did she boop him from behind, or did she boop him from the front?
Okay,
Because two different things happens.
this is a fair point. So,
I say I booped him from behind.
okay.
So I don't feel like he could have looked at me. I just boop.
He twirled and fell.
If I'm going to die, I shall do it dramatically.
So,
I'm going to die like I lived, with style.
so what happened is that you went up to him, and he seemed to have noticed you getting closer behind him, and then he suddenly turned around as you booped him, And as you fell over, he saw your eyes and started to turn to stone.
Boop.
Get my stuff away from him before he turns into stone.
I mean, you can roll a dexterity saving throw if you want to try to save Steve's stuff.
Sure, I'll try.
Boop.
Dexterity saving throw. 17.
Alright, you succeed in pulling away the bag and what seems to be Steve's armor, all of his weapons, just
Damn.
pretty much all of his money and everything that Steve had taken just immediately out of the guy's hands.
So, Chris,
Yeah.
I'm just saying this in the future because this is the second time you pulled the shit on me. I think I should be able to roll a saving throw for these types of situations because Steve is a light sleeper.
This is fair. I'll take that in consideration, but in the meantime, fuck off. Anyways, Philip, what do you got to say?
Also, Steve has the magical connection with his crossbow.
It's only once he's awake, though.
Yeah, but that
Oh, okay.
yeah. So when I wake up, I would have summoned it. But
Yeah, but it would have been very funny if you summoned it and it came back as a stone crossbow.
yeah,
I would have laughed.
God would have laughed.
You get your crossbow stone. You're from the skies.
Yes, that's the perfect way. Anyways, so Decaria, what do you do with the now stone man and all of Steve's stuff?
So I go back to the where the tents were, and then I wake Steve and Philip.
Do you do anything with the stuff and with the stone man?
Well, I'm gonna bring them to it. So I guess can I take Steve's stuff with me? Like, can I carry it somehow?
Yeah, you can put it in your mouth.
Okay. Yeah. Get my slobber all over it.
All right.
Okay.
So as soon as you wake Steve up, Steve, I want you to do a perception check for me.
And I make sure that my eyes are closed when I wake him. Just so you know.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Still waking up.
So, you notice that you seem like incredibly tired for some reason, but you don't notice anything about the room that seems to have changed, and you notice that, it seems to be you have like an ejection mark on your veins in your arm, but you can't tell anything else. You're like, what the fuck?
Steve, stop chewing heroin.
It's why he's no longer a light sleeper. God gave him a drug addiction. Joking. Anyways.
Wait. Am I not there?
No, you are. You are there. He notices you after you tipped over the tent and woke him up.
Awkward.
I mean, you kind of had to. And Philip, you're now awake, and you see Steve's stuff is now by you, and it's all slobbered over. What do you guys do?
Wait, so do I see my stuff or no?
You're still waking up. I mean, you don't see that it's missing or anything. You're just like, what the fuck's going on?
Jeez.
Like a classic morning for you. Yes, Gabby.
So also, once they're awake, I want to lead them to the stoned man.
She beckons you guys up the path a little bit to the stoned person.
What is a boy?
Okay.
What is it?
I'm not a boy. I'm a girl.
Timmy fell in the well?
Okay.
And you see Philip goes chasing after Lassie to the well, and it's just you and Steve.
So I gather up all of my stuff, put it back on, and et cetera, et cetera. Then I'm like, what the fuck? And I follow the carrot.
Alright, so you guys head up the path, and you see the stone statue of the man who was in shadows, and Philip was smart enough to bring a torch with him.
I can see in the dark.
It's true, you can, but Philip can't. He can't hear descriptions too well with his supersonic hearing. So you see this person, and you see it's another dark elf, and you see he's dressed in all black, sort of like a ninja garb, and he is just like, his hair is all tied back and everything, but the only thing that's very specific about him is there's a stone label on his chest that goes, "Hello, my name is Table." And Philip.
Table.
Yep, table. Philip, you got a question?
Yeah, why did you say another dark elf?
Oh, because
Oh yeah.
you killed one earlier.
We did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Magic
that was
Scott.
Magic Scott. Magic Scott was the dark elf.
Okay.
The
Then
guy
I
with the
stole
big black spider.
Yeah, I stole the spider.
And then his spider died. I mean,
It
shit happened.
died. It went away.
No, the koala.
Yeah, it
ate
went to the spider farm.
the spider farm in the sky.
Grammy and Grandpa told me that the spider went to the spider farm with all the other spiders.
Where he can run and play with spiders all day long.
Oh, I hope this isn't how kids find out dogs die. Yeah, so, but the major thing that seems very weird about it is you have this label that says, "Hello, my name is Table." It just doesn't seem to go with his outfit whatsoever, but it's in stone.
That
Wait a
outfit
minute.
is not okay. Those shoes do not go with that tunic.
Okay, so I drag Table back over to the tent we were staying in, and I look to see if that table is still there.
So you take him back, and you notice that well, actually, no, roll a perception check, but with advantage.
Why is
So
it
the first one was
advantage?
a 15.
Well, I'll tell you in a sec.
The second one was 7. So I'm going to go with the 15.
Okay, so you notice that nice table you saw is no longer there. And all the nice stuff in that room is all gone. Yeah, that table is just completely missing. And you realize that this man named Table may have been the table.
You know, using my super skills in deduction, I have decided that this man was the table in this tent earlier.
That's why I
And-
always tie my table up that night.
That's a
I thought you just had a kink shame thing going on, but you know.
that's a good rule of thumb. I think I might start doing that.
Before we get in bed, we gotta tie our tables up.
That would be very interesting. I honestly, if people start doing that, I would just love it. But
Philip, the table's not gonna come to life. It did once, and that's more than enough.
they say it's 1 in a million, but it's already happened once. All right. Anyway, so you guys, after you drag Table back to the tent, it's it's daybreak starting to occur, and people are starting to come out of their tents. What do you guys do?
I say, guys, we should probably get off this mountain. There's something weird about it.
Cool. What do you guys do with Table?
You know, I
Yeah,
sort of
sure,
want to
right?
bring him with us.
You want to bring Table with you? Okay.
Yeah. So I put him on to carry his back, and I go, all right, let's keep going up this path. See what else this joint's got for us.
Okay.
I just said the opposite, Steve.
I'm the leader here, Philip. No, this was the path to turn Dacaria back into, a fire genocide. I mean, if you want her to
God damn
stay a
it, Steve,
basilisk.
let's go.
All right, cool. So as you guys exit the tent, you notice that there's a whole bunch of people who are now leaving the other tents, and you happen to see a halfling girl, you see a couple of gnomes, you see a human, and you just see a whole you also see another dark elf and a dragonborn there, who happen to be the same dark elf and dragonborn that you saw in that forest earlier.
What forest?
The ones that saw after you guys killed all the statues and they just backed away slowly.
Oh,
Wow.
right.
Did they get a lift from Crazy Clay too? That was really far away.
You can go ask.
I go up, hey, you two look familiar. Is there a particular reason?
And then you hear the dark elf go, "Oh, fuck. What are you guys doing here?"
We're trying to turn our friend back into our friend and not a scary basilisk monster anymore.
Why are you telling everyone our business?
Well,
I mean,
just
not to
think it's
disagree,
important.
but your friend has a point. I didn't need to fucking know that. It's more rhetorical. I just didn't want to see you guys ever again, but here we are. I guess I should introduce
good.
myself. Good
Yeah,
thing
that
I
is
can't
true.
understand Basculus. I guess I'll introduce myself. My name is Eli. This is my friend Alderin. Dragonborn just grunts.
Okay.
I grunt back.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you guys.
Hey, Eli, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Okay, you know what? I try to be cordial.
No, you didn't. You started
He's
being
right.
rude before I was.
He's
We're not-
First
absolutely
off, the key word there is try, okay? I've had a hard life. I don't need
Hey.
your shit. Second
There's
off,
no try. There's only do or do not do. A wise little green person said that.
don't speak the words of Kermit to me, okay?
Not Kermit, the other one.
Don't speak the words of Shrek to me. Anyway.
Shrek is big. He's a big sexy man.
We'll talk about this later. Anyways, Eli just sort of leaves the conversation exasperated. What else do you guys do?
Don't worry. Okay, so I've now got Table on to carry his back, and I'm like, okay.
Do you strap him
Uh,
down with anything? Do you tie your table
Oh
down?
yeah. I tie him down. I've
Yeah,
learned.
it's our table up.
He is tied to, one of Decaria's spike things. One of the large ones.
Okay. So you guys are now on. Are you guys just continuing up the path, ignoring the other people, or?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. All right, fine. I'll talk to them.
You don't have to. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I was just curious. Like, what's the game plan? What's your question?
Wait, do any of them, like, look at us, like, in interest? Like, do they want to approach?
Most of the people there look at you guys like you're crazy. Like, who the fuck brings a basilisk to a settlement camp?
All right, so who's there again? I already forgot.
So you had those two people who you now pissed off. You have the fire genocide and the little girl.
Hey, they pissed me off. Okay.
You see there's another human. Actually, you see a couple of humans. You see a halfling girl. And you see an air genocide, actually. I forgot to mention him. But yeah.
I think I'm going to go talk to the air genocide.
Why not the fire genocide? Why will no one talk to that one?
Because Philip already pissed him off.
By hitting on the little girl.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop joking about that. Anyways, so you go up to the fire genocide? I'm sorry, the air genocide?
Yeah, the air genocide.
Okay.
I'm like, yo,
Even
what's
God
up?
wants you to go up to fire genocide.
Hello, brother. Welcome to the pack. And you look him in the eyes, and you see that his eyes don't seem like a normal genocide eyes. Like, it's like colored white type of thing. It's like it's not like his eyes are rolled back or anything, but it's like his hue,
Kind of like glazed over.
similar, but it's like the color of his eyes, his pupil, and everything is sort of like a different shades of white.
I go, yo, my name is Steve Erickson. What's up with this whole settlement thing? Why are you guys on this mountain?
Well, we are known as the Nat 30, and this is known as the Broken Tribe. These are different people who have come up this mountain to find different goals and purposes. I've been here for so long, we've been here for so long, that it's hard to tell how long it's actually been. But you're free to stay as long as you wish. We just ask you don't stone and steal any of our other compatriots. It's okay, Table's planning to leave anyways, so we won't press charges.
Yeah, he was stealing my stuff or something like that. Actually, I wasn't awake for that part, but that's why we got a basilisk.
That's a very interesting guard dog approach, but we understand. You can never be too careful on these mountains. Never.
Yeah. All right.
Does he
Well,
say that like all creepy?
Yes.
That was super
we just
weird.
hear that. We hear that on the wind.
Yeah, you hear the
because
wind
air
just
pretty
comes out of
much.
your ear.
Okay, we're going to get off this horror movie now. So I just get on Decaria's back and go, let's continue up this path and get off it as
The
soon as we
ride
can.
ends once I say it ends. Alright, fine. So you guys continue up the path, and the Nat 30 guy just keeps waving at you goodbye. He's like, have a good trip! Just don't fall.
So I whisper back, or like I don't whisper because like we're away from them, kind of. No. So I just like say it in a normal voice to say that guy's weird.
Oh yeah, totally. Super weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure if we stayed another night, he would have killed us. So let's keep going.
Alright. And I want you guys to do a perception check for me as you guys keep trekking forward.
Alright, I got a 7.
Okay?
7.
I heard you.
4.
Okay, and what'd you get?
I got a 23.
Alright, so... Thank you. So...
I got a 4.
Okay. So, apparently only Decaria notices that there seems to be more than the 3 people she's expecting on her back. It seems like there's a lighter, tinier thing that seems to be hanging on your back, but you can't tell what it is. And these two...
Scott.
No? You don't know that.
Scott's not here.
Don't you remember? Scott went missing.
When?
When you guys landed. Don't worry, he's not at the dog farm up in the sky.
You need to pay attention to Carrie.
And I...
But yeah, you know, if you just thought of Scott, yeah, great, it's just Scott. We'll keep moving forward. Not important.
No, I want to do a perception, another one, to see who it is.
Do you, like, roll over and dump everyone off or something, or?
What is that?
Okay, can I try to, like, mind link, I guess, Philip, because he's the one who has, like, more animal shit stuff?
I don't think you can enforce
You have
telepathy
spell?
with him.
When we talked before, that was my spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to try to mind link. Can I not mind link?
No.
I don't know. Something dim.
Yeah, Basilisk doesn't have the ability to mind link, sorry.
Give her mind link. God, give me mind link.
Your blessing has been granted, my child. Your mind is now linked to that rock.
Oh, interesting.
Just that rock, no other rocks.
Rock, tell me your wildest dreams and desires.
So if I guess if I can't do anything, then I just have that information.
You can't.
I mean, you
Can
can
she
do...
bark?
Yeah. I mean, you can make all...
I can bark?
You can make
bark
all
and,
sorts of
like,
noises.
You feel something, you can like shake and stuff.
But I'm gonna shake you guys off.
Okay, well we can read
can
body
hold on.
language and stuff.
Okay, fine.
Cable's
Well,
gonna stay there.
she
I'll
can,
be
like,
tied
quit-
tight, so.
Okay, well, can a basilisk like flinch a particular muscle? Like horses, they can flinch any muscle in their body.
That's kind of
No,
cool.
I know what I do. I know
So
what I
like,
What do?
do. You know how dogs chase their tail?
Yeah? Do you turn
Or like
around?
when they have an itch? Yeah, I do kind of like something like that.
Alright, so you turn and you see there's this tiny looking, looks like a gnome person. And they have short blonde hair, big blue eyes, and they look like they're less than maybe 2 feet. Could be shorter, it's hard to tell.
Is this a girl or a guy?
It's a girl. From the looks of it, she could be about 20 to 30. It's hard to tell with gnomes.
Does Tyler have a question?
From what you can tell, she doesn't have huge boobs, but She's not flat-chested either. She's somewhere in that spectrum. I'll let you guys all imagine where. I honestly, I don't care. You notice her, but she doesn't seem to be causing any harm, and she seems to just be riding on your back pleasantly.
Okay, now does Steve and Philip notice her?
They notice you looking.
So then, can I
we should probably do another perception
I'm
check.
curious. Yeah, I'm curious what the carrier is doing. So, perception or investigation?
Or investigation.
You guys can do investigation.
Okay. We will.
Okay.
12.
12, okay. What'd you get?
12.
Thank you, I got that.
14.
Alright, so you guys look around, but you don't see anything. You see, like,
Okay.
you go like, okay. I guess Dacaria had like an itch or something. I don't know. And you look back to where she's looking, but you guys just see spikes.
Okay. Come on. Let's keep going to Kara. We got places to go.
I guess if she's not doing anything right this moment,
Wait,
it's
so I don't see anything, but I'm curious what was happening with Dacaria. So I cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay.
So I can ask her what was happening.
Alright, cool. So you speak with animals. So just like last time, it's like broken English. It's not easy to communicate. Cool.
Well, when I communicate, it comes to her fine, but right?
Yeah.
But when she communicates back, it's all messed up.
Yes. I mean, you can speak in broken English too, but you know, you don't have to.
Dacaria, what happened?
that was broken.
That was pretty solid English, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
No,
I
this is
replied
proper
with-
English. Dacaria, what is happening at the moment?
Just because you have a British accent doesn't make it proper English, but you know.
But I use prepositions. Okay, how would you say that in broken English?
What happened? Anyways, okay, can I reply?
What go on? What you do?
Yeah, there you go.
What you do?
Exactly.
What you do?
What you do?
Alright, Dacaria, your turn.
Dacaria, what is happening at the moment?
Somehow his spell makes him sound British, and he just has to talk like this the rest of the time he communicates with you with this spell. It's a curse that God just gave
Okay,
him.
so can I reply?
Yeah.
Okay, so I reply with something felt.
Was it an itch?
No. Can I say more?
I mean, you can try.
Okay. I say no and something is seen.
Philip?
Okay, so I slide off her back to look around more.
Alright, and while you're doing that, you notice that not only Philip seems to get off your back, but the other weight you noticed from the gnome seems to also disappear. And,
Okay, I say gone is something.
Okay.
Say gone is something?
Yeah, like something is gone, but you know, I'm broken, so gone is something.
I'm broken. No one ever loved me. Not even my parents. Life is
Gone is
meaningless.
Okay, so you say gone is something,
That's-
and I say, where did it go, Dacaria?
Gone is something's like the shittier version of Gone with the Wind.
Wait a minute. He's speaking in English, right? So Steve's hearing his accent.
Well,
Steve, you hear me normal.
yeah, it sounds normal to you, but once he uses his spell with animals and beasts and monsters, it sounds British. Or it sounds like a fake British accent.
It sounds like a very bad British accent.
Yes.
Steve's just staring at him like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what's up?
So I reply with no, I don't, but then I try to look around and see if I can see that little gnome girl.
Alright, perception check then.
14.
So you see her at the top of the path that you guys were walking on. And she seems to have just got up there in an instant. And you're like, what the heck? And,
Okay, I know what I do.
what do you do?
I signal to Philip in that direction. And then they're still on me, right?
You
Or
do
they
like
Well-
hand motions?
Philip isn't on you anymore. he got off.
Well, I start running after her, and Philip can just follow.
You get
Wow.
like on your back legs and you go something. What do you do?
No, maybe I just like, you know how like dogs like they like
I mean, you can still
put their
talk.
heads in that
Oh,
direction.
they like point with their nose. You can talk to me. You know?
Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot. Okay, so I say they're over
And
something.
you can say it normally.
No, I say they're over something.
Okay, so I leap back on your back and say, "Make haste!"
And I start running.
Steve is just like, okay.
Steve is just like,
He's
just
along for the
going
ride.
with it.
So you
He's
guys,
checking his table, checking it twice.
so you guys get to the top of this hill, and you find this big, looks like a pretty old mansion. It's like made out of wood. It's doesn't seem like it's painted too well, but it's a pretty massive place. And it has like 16 windows, columns supporting the entrance, and a very tiny door at the front. And
God, that's what I was hoping it didn't have.
well, you see from the tiny door the gnome waving towards you. And
Dude, do we all see her now?
yeah.
Or is it just into Carrie's imagination?
Yeah, you guys don't see any mansion, no little person, you just see abandoned rocks. No, I'm joking. The carrier got the wrong type of shrooms. Anyway, so jokes aside, you guys all see this. As you look at her closely, you see she has sort of like this white trench coat on, and but she's also carrying a very bloody club.
She's a
Oh,
doctor.
that's scary. Wow.
Oh, hey. What's up? You the monster doctor?
Wait,
Yeah, what's your question?
can I just say to Philip her that?
Yeah, sure. Great. Hopefully Philip heard that.
Okay.
Alright. So, Steve says, hello, what's up? And you hear, oh, well, I prefer to be called Mendy, because I mend things. Because sometimes the
Mendy?
best, yeah, Mendy.
Okay. Hi, Mandy.
Yes, I mend things. But I help your friend. I'm not really a monster doctor. I just treat everyone equally. You know, monsters, humans, demons. They're all the same type of thing, meat and bones. Unless they're slime. That's a bit difficult. Then you got gush. But we won't get into that.
She talks
Oh.
a lot.
Okay, Mandy.
Let me ask you this, Mandy. Our friend got turned into a basilisk. Can you change her back?
She drank a potion.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can do. And
Ooh.
she does all sorts of investigation and she goes, well, this is strong magic indeed. So it's going to take me a minute to cure your friend here, but I can do something.
I wag my tail.
So while you're going through all this stuff, she's going and looking, and she suddenly starts casting spells around Decaria here. And Decaria, you start to feel the effects of your body start to change. Like you feel all sorts of different things go on, and you notice that your hand is changing, that your face is feeling different, like stuff is moving around.
Wait.
Yeah?
So, me and Steve, we slide off to carry us back, and then we untie a table and take him off too.
Okay.
Well, I was going to keep him on there, but okay.
Okay, we'll crush her, dude. She's gonna die.
Okay. So we do that. I figure Mendy would have asked us to do that before.
Okay, well,
If that was
no
gonna be a
one said
problem.
anything, so I wanted to just make that.
No, it's good. It's good. I didn't say anything. It's smart you guys got off. And Mandy goes, oh, yes, I forgot. First thing in protocol, take off the cargo. I always forget that step. That's how this club got so bloody. Boy, the last one was so messy. But anyway, so Decaria, you seem to just change back into your form, back to how you know
Yay!
how to be, how to talk, how to do everything. And oh, by the way, you could have used magic the whole time while you're a basilisk. I never mentioned that, but like you still had all of your spells and things.
Wow.
Sorry, I forgot. And after she turns back into a normal person, her clothes seem to just go back to how they were. And she's...
Okay, for a second, I thought you were saying she has no clothes. I was like, no. God can't do that to me.
And you're back into your robe. And it is... and as this happens, you also notice that the stone bag you took off of Lester's back and table start to turn back to normal.
Oh, wow.
I promptly punch Table in the face as soon as she's not building.
You... Wow, okay. First things first, I'm going to do a dexterity saving throw for Table. Okay, he got a nat 20. He catches your fist like it's nothing, and he just seems to disappear. But... and he leaves a card that says on the back of it, "You've been struck by, you've been hit by a smooth criminal," and then signed Table.
No, he didn't just leave.
He did.
I pick up the card and I go, "Table, one day I'm going to find you and hit you with a table."
And then a girl walks up and says, "My name is Annie." And I say, "Are you okay, Annie?" "Annie, are you okay?"
And she starts telling you about how great of a thriller it was. And how you need to start with the change.
And I go, whoa, the kid is not my son.
And then she goes, "If you want to make a change yourself. Start with the man in the mirror." Anyways, other bad Michael Jackson references.
And they go, "Hey, you're being really bad right now."
Anyways, so Table's now gone, and you have the bag that Lester's bag that was stone. What do you guys do?
I look in it, obviously. Jeez.
Okay, so this is
the first thing I do after I punch Table. Or didn't punch Table.
I give Decaria a hug and say, "Hey, Decaria, you're back."
So,
and I do a happy dance.
And okay, great. You don't say anything, you just do a happy dance?
Yeah, me and Decaria, we hold hands and we jump in circles and we squeal like little girls.
Exactly.
All while I'm looking inside Lester's bag.
So you look inside Lester's bag, and this is what I meant to retcon. Well, not retcon. I meant to add into it. Is instead of there being only 5 potions, there's actually was 6 of them that you had. And there's one I forgot to mention, which I'm sure the listeners remember this, or they don't because they lost interest. But, that's another thing. There's another potion that was full of green oozing, sort of like a slime texture to it.
No, okay.
Okay, I obviously drink that one. No, I'm joking.
You look in the bag.
We got Mendy here to undo the magic, so feel free.
And she's like, "Well, I can only do that like once a day, and there's no promise you will live the next time."
Okay, well, we'll just wait until tomorrow. It's a pretty good chance.
Okay, so I go over to Mendy. I go, "Okay, I'm only asking this because you're able to undo the spell, but have you ever encountered potions like these before?" I show her the different types of potions.
So within the bag you now have collected is you have the potions that's it's like a gray storm cloud of lightning. You have the one that seems to be like a liquid shadow. You have one that seems to be fully like just golden liquid that looks like it could just be melted gold. You have one that's full of feathers that seems to be drinkable, and the green slime one. So you have 5 potions there that you have in your bag. And Mendy goes, "Well, I haven't personally dealt with this, but these look like the polymorph potions of Pythagoras. He had an obsession with triangles and figuring out the changes of structures. But he is a very interesting person. But he's long since dead. I mean, he was a great scholar and wizard, but no one has heard any of his exploits since, I'd say, at least 500 years ago.
Okay, that's cool. So you're saying Pythagoras made these potions? Just making that clear. You started talking about triangles and shit, and I sort of got lost.
Oh, well, he was all about how everything starts, it ends, and it continues. And he always talks about it's always three things, and there's always a start, a change, and a stop. And yeah, he's very... he just, all of his notes are convoluted because it's some random triangle mesh that he's... Anyway, so sorry, I'm getting off topic because I'm just so aggravated with all the triangles in his notes. But besides the point, I don't need to woe you guys with the same troubles. Yes?
Do you want the potions?
No? Why would I take them?
I don't know.
Maybe you want to turn into something.
Oh, I'm
I don't know.
fine.
They seem to just cause a lot of trouble for us, and I don't really know why we would have them. Guys, why do we even have these anymore?
So that
Well,
no one else has them.
yeah.
Oh,
I
let's
think we
destroy
gotta
them.
find.
Let's throw them in the volcano.
That sounds like a monopoly, but you know, you do what you'd want to do.
They don't have a monopoly on throwing things in volcanoes, okay?
No, I meant the potions. You can toss them where the fuck you want to toss them.
Wait, the potions
Well, I'm
are
just
monopolies?
thinking.
Because you guys have them
This is
because
a-
no one else has them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
but
see-
we're trying to protect people, so
at the free
that's
market.
why we throw them in a volcano.
If I can't have them, no one can!
Volcanoes are the only things that really destroy stuff. You have to throw it in a volcano. We could just
Well,
smash it with a rock. No, volcano!
Here's what I'm thinking. Throwing them into a volcano might be a good idea, but this is our only connection to what the fuck Alfie might be trying to do. And I feel like we should kill Alfie, you know, or at
No,
least
but-
find out what the fuck's going on.
I mean, why is that our problem?
It's a really good question. I think for me, I don't know. I feel like cheated somehow. Like we were on a grand epic quest to save our boss Gundren, and Alfie or someone killed him before we could save them. And I sort of want revenge for that, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, shit happens, dude.
I hit Philip on the head. I bop him. And I say,
Come
We
on,
must-
after we did the happy dance.
yeah. Anyway, so I say, I actually haven't thought what I said. I just wanted to bop him on the head.
I was thinking of something. Hold a second.
What was I thinking of?
I don't know.
Yeah, I bop him on the head, and I'm like, no, Steve has a good point. I want to continue, like, this quest thing.
You know what? I sort of want to find Sildar because I don't know. I feel like he might be able to help steer us into what next to do. Otherwise, we just got to find another quest, guys. I mean, I think you guys agree that this adventuring thing is working pretty good for us, right? You know, we're making more money doing this than we ever were hauling cargo. So,
Yeah, looting is really working for us.
man, we just got to kill some more people.
I mean, there's
always stuff to do, so...
Yeah, it's not stealing if you kill them first.
Logic.
Look, we're killing bad people most of the time. And Therefore,
while you guys are talking, you hear Mendy go, just to interrupt here, if you guys need any assistance finding your way, you can always talk to the the professor known as Carl.
I don't think that's a word.
Like professor?
No, he's the one who speaks prophecies.
Prophesier?
like a prophet.
Prophet. That's it.
No. More like an oracle, a seer.
That's a prophet, dude.
A professor.
Yeah, that sounds right. He's a professor known as Carl.
A prophesier. Go talk to the prophesier, Carl.
He has many great stories and
okay.
tells.
Where is Carl?
You just keep heading down the road and you'll find him.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
bye. She shuts the door.
Okay.
Well, we might as well. We're in the area, right? Let's go see Carl. See what he's got for us.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Never know when we're going to get this opportunity again.
Now with the ads. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It's actually pretty cool. They got transitions in there for you. They've got, different background musics you can put in. There's a lot to play with. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hey everybody, it's Chris. I just want to do a quick thank you to people who've helped support the show and spread the word. And here are a couple of names and characters who are in this week's episode. First off, we have Mendy, who is the cleric barbarian, who is on Twitter is Arcana Character. We also have Carl, who on Twitter is D20 Taverns AZ. We have Table, who on Twitter is Network RPG. And then we have Bee and Crow, which is on Twitter. I believe that's actually Wild River, but spelled WYLDRVIR. Then we have the Nat30 on Twitter, which is Nats30 is their name. Then we have Eli, and on Twitter they're called Shots Ent. And then we have Not Scratch Podcast, which is Alderin was the name of their character, and on Twitter they're called Not a Scratch. And I just want to thank all of you guys for helping support the show. If you've helped spread the word about the show or helped in any way, definitely appreciate it, and I'll see what I can do about writing you guys into the story. I don't know how successful I would be, or if I just make you a character and I'll just use it as a backup, or maybe just throw you into other campaigns. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm making characters for everybody so far. I think I'm at like 92 different characters. Jesus Christ. A lot of characters, so I'm going to keep making them, but just keep help support the show as best you can. Tell your friends, tell your family, just spread it out online. Thank you. Oh, also, if you guys have any questions you want to ask us or anything like that, I'm thinking about doing a questions and answers episode at some point. So feel free to send them our way. Thank you again for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this episode.
Okay, so we walk down the road.
Yep.
We
To
walk
Carl.
down the road.
You walk down the
Onwards.
road. So you keep walking down the road.
Onwards, my friends, to justice!
So you continue down this dirt path, and you come across this bright blue starry tent that just seems like randomly in the middle of a desert that seems to be on a mountain above the clouds. Don't ask the logic of this situation. He doesn't kill people to steal their
on
stuff.
On a mountain above the clouds, there's a desert, and it has one mountain.
Has one mountain on this mountain range. Yeah, it's the only thing you see. And you see a tent. And there's no logic to it, but you may have realized that this whole place seems weird in the first place. There's just something off about it. But
There's something off about this place.
Wow, yeah, thank you. See the blue tent, but you see that it can only fit one person at a time. Who wants to go first?
Isn't Carl
Well,
in there?
Well, okay. It's a 2-person tent. Carl is in there. And you hear...
Carl, get out. It's our turn.
you hear from the tent. Come on in, everybody. I can fit all of you at once if you wish. But it's easier one person at a time.
Sounds like a Herbert.
To carry on.
I ain't gonna touch you. Just come on in for the secrets of the universe.
You like popsicles?
Come on.
Wait, so we can't all
I-
squeeze in?
I mean, you could. It's just it'll be uncomfortable and it won't be as accurate.
I think.
Can we all just poke our heads in?
Like a Scooby-Doo style where someone's at the top, middle, and bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you all poke your heads in and Carl goes like, oh, it's the 3-headed person. My bad. I thought you were 3 different people. How can I help you, madam sir?
Actually, we are 3 different people. We just wanted to see what you looked like before we sent one of us in.
And you see this little, looks like it's kind of like this young kid who's sort of ovular, and he has freckles and orange
Wait,
curly
what?
hair.
He's ovular?
Yeah, like an oval.
Okay. I've never heard that word before.
Oh. New word. Ovular.
Ovular. Okay.
Having the characteristics of an oval. Like rectangular. Or triangular.
I feel
Ovular.
like you made that up. But
I could have, but it's not important right now. So he goes,
So he's an oval.
he's like an oval, yeah.
No, he's
He's a
ovular.
pear-shaped person.
Yeah, he's round.
With fat.
I didn't even say that. You judged before you even saw. It's kind of, I don't know, what's the word that's like racist for that type of thing. Not important.
Fattest.
Yeah, I guess. Weightest, I don't even know that's a word. But we're just inventing things. So,
Sorry about your weight. 'Cause
Okay,
it's fat.
so Carl goes,
Alright.
well, I can, sorry. Sorry, my voice went out there for a second. Puberty and all. So you can either do one person at a time for a deep, meaningful adventure, or we can do all 3 of you for a, not so accurate version.
I don't know, you sound super creepy everything you say.
How much
I
does
think
it cost?
It's all free.
Ooh.
That's even
Oh.
weirder.
I'm just
I like
here
so-
to help.
I go, look, Philip, come on. We're just gonna just do this thing, okay? And then if he tries to hurt us, we'll kill him, okay? That's just how the world works.
So,
You say that out loud. Carl
ah,
hears you say that. Carl hears you say, we'll just kill him.
so, let's just get started, shall we? I mean, the carrier
I
had
think
a
I'll go
very
first.
good plan of rock, paper, scissors, but you know, you do you.
I think I'll just go first. All right? So everybody else will get out and we'll see what happens.
Okay, Steve. Be careful.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys leave the tent and Steve enters in. And
I'll be right outside if you need any help
I'll scream.
from Carl.
and you enter the tent, and the tent seems to close behind you and sort of like it's zippered shut. And from the outside, it looks like you can still easily walk into it, but from the inside, it looks like you can't easily escape. And Carl says,
Oh no.
Carl then says, welcome to the wild ride. Now, what do you want to know?
do I only get like one question, or how does this work?
Well, I can just spitball it for you, or you can ask certain questions you want I could possibly answer. I'll limit it to three. Only three questions.
Okay, so my first question is, who is Alfie really?
Well, honestly, I don't know who this Alfie person you speak of is.
Okay, I tell him all about Alfie.
Oh,
The entire adventure.
You mean that short bastard? Alright, so the short bastard is a vengeful spirit. He's getting back at the people who betrayed him, the people who left him behind, the people who got his family killed, and he's, doing the honorable thing, murdering bad people who did bad things to him.
Okay, I'm so confused now. So you're saying that he's like a good guy?
Well,
That's not my second question. Just to be
yeah, that is a question. He's not good, but he's not bad. So now what's question number 3?
Asshole.
Hey, I don't have all day. I still got 2 more people to go through.
Okay, all right. I guess where should we go next to do the most good?
I suggest heading to the castle where the king of all the elves are.
What?
Your ancestral homeland.
You only asked. It's only 3 questions. I can't answer that. Anyways.
State.
Yeah, just go there. That's where you'll do the most good. Hopefully. It really depends on you. But it's the potential for the most good.
Okay, cool. So I walk out of the tent, and then I tell Philip and to carry everything, so they don't have to ask the same questions.
Good job.
All right, who goes next?
I'll let Philip go.
Okay, I'll go.
All right, so Philip, you walk in there, and Carl now looks like a very old man with a long gray beard and a blue cap. And he doesn't sound the same. He goes, "Oh, hello there, Philip. Time to get your prophecy, I see.
What's up, dude?
So like with Steve, you only have 3 questions. What do you wish to know?"
Is Gundren Rockseeker... Wait, is that the guy? Or is it Sildar? I'm not asking you, I'm thinking.
You asked me 2 questions at once. It's going to be kind of tricky. Here we go. All right, no. Anyways, is this out of character you're asking Chaz?
Or me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is it Gundren Rockseeker, the guy who we left back in the inn?
No, that's
no,
Sildar.
that's Sildar.
That's Sildar, the one that I killed and came back to life?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Back in the game.
Okay.
Carl.
Yes.
Sildar still alive?
Yes, he's alive. Simple question. Great. Number 2.
Who is the Elf King?
I mean, that's pretty easy. It's Lloyd.
Lloyd the Elf.
Yeah, I mean, he has very different names, but we call him Lloyd Draconic Riley.
Okay.
But people prefer to call him Draconic because that's a bit more manly and cool sounding than Lloyd.
And my third question is... I don't know what my third question is.
And I whisper somehow to Philip, Scott.
Oh, yeah, okay. Where is my dog, Scott?
He will be revealed as soon as you need to find him. Right now?
I found him now, though.
Well, you would have started searching earlier if you did. That's all I'm saying. But he'll be revealed soon. Don't worry.
Okay. Thanks, Carl. Bye.
You are welcome. All right.
Okay. So now I talk to Decaria as all this is going on, right? And I go, Decaria, there's another question that I didn't get to ask. So if you don't have 3 questions of your own, I was hoping that you would ask another one for me.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. This is going to go into my past for a little bit. But I pull out a silver coin that has an insignia of a bear on it. And I pass it to Decaria. And I say, hey, a good friend of mine gave me this coin if I ever needed help.
Lloyd?
It wasn't Lloyd.
No, it wasn't.
My friend is dead.
Oh,
I
sad.
want you to see if you can find out where the headquarters of the organization of this group of the coin is.
Oh, okay. So your friend that gave you the coin is dead.
Yeah, he died protecting me one last final time.
Who the fuck is this?
It's his friend.
I
It's
asked.
my friend. His name.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
He didn't
Don't
even
you,
write
Roger?
it in his backstory. I couldn't even see what the
And-
fuck he's talking about and side check it.
Roger
It's
died
private.
protecting me. Anyways, he gave me this coin, and I wanted to, I don't know, see if I haven't actually ever needed to use it so far, but I sort of wanted to get to know these people that he was associated with.
Interesting.
So
I say that.
as all this happens, you see Philip walk out of the tent.
Just
Okay.
go, what's up, guys? Hey, Gabby, before you go in, the Elf King, his name is Lloyd. So,
You just called Decaria Gabby. So like the nickname for her?
hey, yeah, that's her nickname.
Makes no fucking sense. You know, there's no connection. You just seem like a Gabby to me. Something about it.
Okay. Hey, Decaria, the Elf King's name is Lloyd. Sildar is still alive. And there was another question I asked.
Oh my god, you dumbass! You
What is it?
It was about Scott.
Oh, yeah. And then I asked about Scott. And he's not here right now. But he said I'll find him when I need him.
Okay.
Alright.
So he tells you everything. Do you go into the tent?
Well, yeah.
So you go into the
Ask about
tent.
Lloyd.
You go into the tent, and in there you see a sort of like a teenage boy who looks like Carl, but he looks like he's sort of lengthened out. He has curly red hair, and he still has freckles, and he goes, I've been waiting for you. What are your 3 questions?
Okay, so my first question, and I show him the coin that Steve gave me. I want to know where this coin comes from, like its headquarters, like where the people are. Apparently, some guy named Roger gave this to Steve, and he wants to know more about it.
Well, the only thing I can tell you about it is that it's from Ursus currency, but it's pretty rare since they no longer use currency, so I'm not sure how old this coin is. They've gone back to just trading and bartering because they found that as a simpler thing. But, you know, bear people do what bear people do. Yeah, sorry, I don't have a lot of data for you on this.
So there's like no location or anything. That's not a question. That's a follow-up.
Well, that is a question, but...
No, it's not.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you want me to answer that, or do you want to ask me your other questions?
You're giving Carl some attitude.
You hear that from outside the tent?
Okay, If I think of another question, so we'll move on from that subject for a second. I had another question, didn't I? Wait, was there something else I had to ask about?
Lloyd, is that what you said?
About Lloyd.
I guess, is there anything else that you can tell us about Floyd?
Lloyd. Lloyd, damn it. Lloyd.
Um,
Lloyd.
I'm not sure which Lloyd you're speaking of, but his name.
No. Lloyd, the thing that you told Philip about.
Oh, you mean the king of the elves? Yes.
Yes.
He prefers the name Draconic.
Yeah, Lloyd Dracovic.
Draconic. I corrected
Okay,
you.
Lloyd Draconic.
Lloyd Draconic.
Well, he is a pretty old elf at this point. He has 70 sons. Yeah, he got around.
With like one lady? No, don't answer that. That's not a question.
The Carrie is here just for the gossip.
That's why her nickname is Gabie.
Wow.
Anyways, so he tells you about Lloyd and how he became king at the age of 10, and he's been ruling the elves for over 400 years. And he has done everything he can to keep his people well and safe. And he has had many children with many different races and people. And he has all sorts of interesting stories about himself. But he's mostly known for slaying the Demon Lord, who has vanished from history, from the history books, because that was when he was 10, which is why he's king of the elves. But it's not common knowledge to people outside of the elven community.
Oh, interesting. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now out of character, can I ask Chaz and
Tyler?
something? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so basically I want to know if Alfie is still like in his orc form, because we don't know that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But is there something else
don't
that you
think
guys
we
want to
care.
know? Okay, so then
I
is there
think
something else that you
I
guys
think a
want to
better question would be, where is he?
Oh, I thought you didn't find out?
no, I asked who he was really, and then
Sure.
I used a follow-up question, even though I wasn't trying to get the follow-up question as
Okay.
the second question.
So, I guess I can ask where exactly he is, unless you really want to know about your coin.
No, it's fine.
Well,
Steve
he
would
knows
understand.
He knows more about it now, or he will when you come out of the tent. He knows it's from Ursa.
Right. Okay. Now, in character, I asked about Alfie's location. Where exactly is Alfie?
He is about at 39.6 degrees longitude and 117 degrees latitude.
No, I said. Okay. Well, I guess that's exactly where he is.
But he is known right now. He's in the Badlands, as they call it, but in a place better known as Orc Valley.
Ooh.
Is that far from us?
From where you guys are now, it's
Wait. Carl.
it's true. It's true. You're right. Philip reminded me.
No.
That is your third question.
He wasn't in the tent. You couldn't have heard it.
No, I busted in the
He's got a point.
Make you look fucking suspicious. But anyways, and when you bust into the tent, Carl's form shifts into like a teenage boy with a long white beard.
Okay, so I do actually bust in tents. I was just like saying that.
Well, you said it, you did it, it happened.
Okay, fine.
So Carl goes like, "Oh yes, you are right. 3 questions is the rule." Yeah. So you guys, you should be on your way, and I hope the best. Ta-ta. And you guys are sort of ushered out of the tent. He zips it shut, and then it sort of just goes into a little portal and vanishes. And the whole desert around you disappears, and you find yourself on this random cliff on the mountain you're just walking on.
Okay. That was wild. All right, Jacaria, what did you find out?
So
Okay.
she tells you everything.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay. I'll take my coin back now.
Hey, Gabby, you find anything out about Lloyd?
Wait, did I?
Gabby,
I did.
Chris
Shut
said
up, I did.
that she told us everything.
Yeah, you know everything she found out about Lloyd.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy about Lloyd, right?
Yeah, super.
That
Nobody
is
cares.
crazy. Well, I was
Hey,
thinking more
Steve,
about him
should
playing
we go
the
to
Demon
Lloyd's
King.
Kingdom? Should we go
Yeah,
to
I
Lloyd's
guess
Kingdom now?
that's what we. Yeah, I guess that makes the most sense because that's where we're going to do the most good.
Hey, Steve,
Did we ask where Lloyd Kingdom is?
No, but
Lloyd
Steve
Kingdom.
is half elf, so he should just know where it is.
Yeah, he should feel like the
Yeah,
pull.
it's in my bloodline.
Steve,
Butterflies.
were you born there?
No, I was not in that city, anyways.
Okay, well, have you heard of it? Do you know where Lloyd's
Of course.
Kingdom is?
Every elf knows where it is.
Yeah,
Really?
just like every
practically.
human knows where Chicago is.
That's right.
Okay, Steve, let's go to Lloydville.
Yeah, actually, it's a different name, but
Okay,
you know what?
let's go to the Elf Kingdom.
Let me open up my map and try to figure out where we are, and yeah, and then I remember that Crazy Clay is at the bottom of the map.
this is true.
And
And you also
I
remember
go,
Crazy Clay has a much better map than you do.
yeah, and I go, hey guys, let's go see Crazy Clay.
Crazy Clay's Clay.
Crazy Clay's trebuchet.
It's
Crazy Clay's trebuchet.
yes,
I got it.
but it's Crazy Clay's catapult system services.
Crazy Clay's catapult services. CCCS.
No, he spells those with C's also.
You spell services with C.
And system.
That's a soft C.
CCCC.
Alright, so you guys head back down the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys head back down there, you see the people of the Broken Tribe who are still there. You see the Nat 30s, who is the air genocide. You see the little tiefling girl playing outside with the fire genocide. And you see Tables back at his tent just whittling something.
Oh my
And-
god.
Steve, what are you gonna do? This table.
Is there a table nearby?
You happen to notice there's no tables anywhere else in this facility. Or this location.
What, Steve, I got an idea. Let's set up camp here and wait until he turns back into a table and then light him on fire.
Oh my god.
So I just want to clarify one thing. He doesn't actually turn into a table. So he's not actually made out of wood.
Okay.
But we
Okay.
could still light him on fire.
Technically, yes. It's fucked up, but yeah, you could.
Okay, so
What is it?
I-
Use like an illusion spell to make us think he's a table?
Sure,
What?
yeah,
you don't know.
apparently.
That's what you deduce, but you're not certain.
So I
Okay. Just light him.
take a look at the table, right? And I decide I'm going to be a little smarter about this. I use charm on table.
Okay?
I charm table.
That's right. I charm the table.
That's a good table.
That's
So,
one dirty table.
so you go up to table.
I could raise my kids on that table.
So you,
No.
What's
I guess there's other connotations here.
what's the modifier for your charm
No,
persons?
you remember because when you
It's
said that
wisdom.
about the bridge?
No, I remember. I got it. But, you know,
That's another
this
bridge.
table's a person, so I think we're just going to leave it at that.
All right,
Hold
so
on, my character sheet's not working, but if I remember...
it's wisdom. I just looked. He has to roll a 14 or higher on wisdom to avoid being charmed.
Right.
So you go and you cast charm person on table, and table just looks at you as like, you and your fucking magic, mate. The fuck you want? You
Look,
already
man,
punched me, or you tried.
You and me have a problem. All right?
First you invade my home, and I take your stuff as money, and it's a problem.
Well, look, why the hell were you just pretending to be a table inside your own tent?
I sleep that way.
Why?
It's comfortable.
That's weird, dude.
Well, why do you sleep in the bedroll and leave all your stuff off so you could be stolen from?
I didn't leave all my stuff up. I was wearing everything. And then you took it off me.
I just have to
Which
say,
is also extremely weird.
don't worry, my eyes were closed.
That is not exactly what I was worried about. Plus, you injected me with something.
So, as you guys are doing all this, you happen to notice that the two humans, the halfling, the air genocide, the tiefling, and the fire genocide all circle around you and it's like, hey, what's going on?
What's going on is I have beef with this gentleman because he stole all my stuff. And then we turned him into stone. And then we, freed him from the spell. So I feel like he sort of owes us something because we could have kept him stone.
So,
sure you could.
like everyone else, they're like encircling us now.
Sort of like they're just onlooking, but you see the tiefling girl come up to you, Steve, and goes like, well, you turned him into stone, and he could have potentially been that way forever, right?
Right.
He stole our stuff.
So,
But you first broke into his house,
I
like your friend tried to do to our
tapped.
house.
Okay, but he could have easily just woken him up and kicked him out. He didn't have to steal his stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we're all a bit
That would've
broken
been the
here.
decent thing to do.
All of us. Anyways, yes, Philip.
So I tap Steve's arm and say, Steve, just let it go. Let's leave. I don't like this.
Okay. So I go, fine, whatever, we'll leave. And I go, seriously, table, you got some really good moves. Maybe you'd want to join our team.
You got some really good moves.
I work
Steal
alone.
my stuff, man.
But if you want to pay me to kill someone for you, you always can.
What are your rates?
Yeah, 3,000 gold
Who are you
per
gonna
tiny
kill?
child. Like in terms
I
of
was
size.
Gold for a child?
Yeah, and then it goes up and, depending on how old and what's the number of people and, how important it is to you.
Okay, so I sort of feel like, killing kids should have like a higher price because
They're
morally it's
tinier,
wrong.
easier to kill.
So morally, okay, fine.
Hey,
Okay,
it's
it
tough in this
Too
world.
much blood.
doesn't seem like I can afford you. All right, but I'll keep you in mind.
Yeah, okay.
You have a
Whatever,
card?
No, I already got a card from him.
Yeah, you turn over the car that has
Oh, yeah.
it has his location of his tent and goes like, welcome to Brokeback Mountain, back at the Broken Tan. The Broken Clan. You can find Table in his tent.
He's
Cool.
the one with the table in it.
This is true.
All right, so I think we just start going down the path again.
Yeah, and before you leave, you have the fire genocide goes up to the carrier and goes like, "What? How'd you make it so far away from home?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, why aren't you with the tribe?"
Pause. I asked God, what's up with this tribe thing? What do I not know?
Well, you don't know anything. If you don't know anything, you just honestly be like, "I don't know."
You could just
I don't.
talk to the guy.
Yeah.
No, I
Not
didn't
being
know
like weird and praying
You
You get on your
start
knees.
praying
in the middle of a conversation. Yeah, God, what's this guy talking about?
So then he goes,
Oh, okay,
Talk
so
to
I
them,
say, what are
man.
you talking about?
Sorry, I meant to introduce myself. My name is Crow, and this young one here with me, her name's B. And
Aww.
I abandoned my post so that I could take care of this child. And the tribe has moved on, and I'm no longer in the same realm, but I'm confused as to why there's more fire genocide around. Like, what happened? I mean, I haven't been there for at least a few hundred years.
Oh, wow. I honestly have no clue what you're talking about, this tribe thing.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. And he walks away
Yeah,
with
it was
B.
good to meet. Wait, it was good to meet another fire genocide. And I shake his hand and go.
Okay. So now he walks away with B. And as you guys are ready to get down the mountain, you have you see the air genocide guy approaching you guys again. And he goes, "We are delighted to have met you, and we hope to see you soon. Please let me know how it goes, and hope to see you guys again someday."
Okay. We'll send you a pigeon or something.
Yeah, just if you remember, don't fall.
It's creepy.
Why
Okay.
you gotta be so ominous, man?
Just remember, there's more than one path to take to get to the same destination.
More than one ways to skin a cat.
You shouldn't do that to a cat. It hurts.
Don't tell me how to take care of my cat.
I think we should arrest this man for animal cruelty, but that's another story. Anyways, so yeah, you all are heading back down the path, and you lose sight of the tents, and you don't see the people anymore. And at the bottom you see Crazy Clay and his catapult on the big red X.
What's up, Clay?
Oh,
Hey.
hello everybody! And
How's
please,
it hanging, boy?
you need to call me Crazy Clay.
How's it hanging, Crazy Clay?
Thank you. It's better. It's like, you don't call people who aren't a doctor, not doctor.
What's up, not Dr. Steve?
It's just rude.
You just call him by their name. You don't address them as... I guess you would. Yeah.
See? Now, anyways, Crazy Clay. But as I was saying, and I change accents here.
So is crazy your profession? You Crazy Clay?
No comment.
Like Dr. Jorgensen? You're Crazy Clay.
It's more like Dr.
Crazy.
Dre. It's been appointed to me.
You mean self-acclaimed?
Shush. Not important. So, I hear you guys want to go to the Elven Kingdom.
Who told you that?
Oh.
Not important.
How do you know all this
That
stuff, Crazy
kind of
Clay?
is important.
Hey, Crazy Clay, how do you just know everything?
I have my sources. He goes by the name of Carl.
Oh, you know
Oh,
Carl?
yeah.
Yeah, he speaks a lot.
Is he crazy too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you have to work hard to get to where I am. I'm sorry. You have to work hard to get to where I am. I lost my
Yeah.
accent, so I'm not gonna fuck with it.
Hey, Crazy Clay, can you launch us to the Elf Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Cool.
Three gold, flat rate.
For all three of you,
Yeah.
each.
No,
Okay?
three gold
No.
for all of us.
I'll
One
give
gold
you.
each.
I'll give you 5 at the most.
All right. 2,
Steve,
take it or
I
leave
was
it.
handling it.
I'm sorry. I just remember we gave him 5 last time, so I just
No,
figured
I
you go
thought
for
we
the
gave
same.
him 3 last time.
Nope, it was 5.
Are you sure about that?
I said 2 gold, take it or leave it.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay, see you. God damn it, Steve.
So he gives you 2 gold.
Crazy Clay gives me 2 gold.
Yeah, he said take it or leave it.
Okay, so he gives me 2 gold. Thanks, Crazy Clay.
Now, do you guys remember the rules of the catapult?
Let's get going. Yeah, we wear
Hands and
helmets
feet
at all
inside the
times.
catapult at
In
all
the
times.
seat. Hey, is it a catapult or a trebuchet?
The trebuchet is what I carry my catapult with. The catapult's the catapult.
You carry your catapult in a trebuchet.
Yes. Crazy Clay's trebuchet.
What do you carry your trebuchet in?
It's not important.
Oh, you're the coolest, Crazy Clay.
Thank you. Now, anyways, I'll try to remember my accent by the next time you meet me.
Okay.
But keep in mind, now where exactly in the Elf Kingdom did you want to get to? Because there's many destinations I can get you to.
We want to see
I
King
guess, like,
Lloyd.
Well, I was thinking we should go to like the front gate.
King Lloyd? Okay. He throws you guys all in there, and he pulls the trigger, and you guys fling through the sky, and I want you all to roll a Constitution saving throw.
We're gonna land like in his house or something now.
Wait, a Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
I got an 8.
Ooh, okay.
I got
a
23.
17.
Okay, so, Philip, suddenly you just seem to be moving at a higher destination of speed, and you just zoom like a missile, and you break through the castle wall, and going head first, land right in front of King Lloyd. And Steve, you hit the rock right next to the hole that he just created, and Decaria, you go right through the hole he made, and you land on your feet. And,
Yay!
Yeah, and you hear, you see this really old-looking elf, and goes like, "Ha! Entertainment with dinner tonight. This is great." And that's where we'll be ending this evening. So thank you all for listening to Dungeon Tales. I hope you guys had a great time, and I hope to see you guys all next week. Bye.